Yo, what's going on, everybody? So we have AC Delvers here, and we're getting ready to start up on what is our, I believe, 19th session. Big 20 coming along. Thank you for sticking with us this entire time. So I'm the DM, Alberto. We have here John playing Zeldris, Dylan playing Lelouch, who is also with Sean, who's playing Odin, who's not on the screen, Silas playing Skipop, and we have Andres that's playing Magus. I am the DM for AC Delvers. Let's get started real quick. And announcements, we have the animated video, which is still in the works, and we also have a giveaway for a Demon Slayer sword when we hit 10K followers on TikTok. So if you're not following on TikTok, please do. If you have friends that are interested, have them follow on TikTok. Once we hit 10K followers, I will put out the rules for the giveaway, and we will be doing it. Other than that, let's just start into tonight's festivities with the last time on D&D. Last time on D&D, the characters kicked off with the battle against Viltuso, previously known as Oltus, from the material realm, who was reincarnated in the upper planes, I guess you would call it, of the Hells, Avernus, to which his form was transfigured to be that of a servant of Tiamat. Following Tiamat's orders and also trying to seek favor with Zariel, he had joined the Devil's Front towards Elturel, and close to reaching the survivors, under the High Hall Cathedral, he was confronted by Rhea, who was then captured. Our heroes, then seeking her rescue, had a face-off with Viltuso. After Skipop challenging him to a one-on-one, a fight ensued, to which our characters were the victors, and Rhea had lost her life. In doing so, our heroes took every possible way to spit in the face of death, and eventually, Odin, committing himself to the deity Torm, had successfully brought Rhea back to life at the risk of at the cost of 2 points of exhaustion and a lot of their gold. He also dedicated himself to Torm. The individuals took a second to rest and then made their way back into the dungeon, into the crypts, under the High Hall to find the rest of the Eltarian survivors. When searching some rooms they hadn't checked before, identifying some items that they had, they made their way into the final room of the crypt, to which they found hundreds of individuals from elsewhere. They were approached by an older woman with a ceremonial hammer. She clutches what seems to be a medallion with the symbol of Torm on it. As she walks forward, she says thank you to you. Looks over to the crowd as you hear murmurings coming from multiple different spots. Who are they? Are they with the devils? It's our time. It's finally over. We're going to die. As she quiets them. Quiet! They've come to help. They are not with the enemy. Any one of you could tell that they're allies by the symbols that they wear. As she looks over to you, Zeldris.
Yeah, I was still hidden in the...
Oh, I apologize. So she wouldn't have said that. My bad.
No, you're good.
You're good. Odin, do you say anything since you were the one to step in?
Hi everyone. My name is Odin Gorickson. We're here to save you. And also kill the devils that are here. I think we did most of that.
You see, you hear some murmurings going on in the background. He killed the devils? They must be strong. Where did they come from? As the elderly woman steps forward to all of you, and what you're looking at is a massive, both crypt and catacomb area. It covers a massive expanse. As you can see, hundreds of Eltarians here, and in the back of said catacombs, towards the end, is what you see is like a fountain almost. It has like a basin in the center. With a gauntlet facing upward, and then around it is this what looks like seems like water, but it's flowing outwards and out of sight into these two like smaller tunnels. But it's fairly big, and she steps towards you and she says, "Odin, I am Faria Jinx. I am an acolyte of Torm." And you can see that she's clutching a tome in her arms. It's fairly thick. It has two like black leather straps around it that look like almost like belts, like they're strapped closed. In the center of the book, it has a picture of what it looks like an engraving of a sun around a bigger circle. The sun is placed in like the top left of the circle, and it has many intricate carvings. She goes, "We thank you for your efforts to defeat the devils. Most of us had already given up and accepted the fate that was going to befall us. Most of the priests of Torm and the warriors protecting the High Hall had fallen. I'm a mere acolyte. And I helmed the effort to try to bring everyone together and find a safe area. We do not have many warriors left. We actually don't have any." She looks over all of you again. "Thank you."
I mean, you're welcome. So you guys know how to get out of here?
Out of this area.
I meant like hell.
She like kind of gasped for a second. And she's like, "No, I don't." But and in a couple individuals that were with us a couple hours ago, Duke Older Ravengard from Baldur's Gate, he departed here with a couple of guards, men that he had brought with him to Baldur's Gate from Baldur's Gate to our grand cemetery not too long ago. We were expecting him back already, but he went looking for a sacred idol of Torm's to seek insight on how to escape the hells.
Huh. Have you tried giving Torm like a lot of money and asking?
I don't know if that would do anything.
I mean, she was dead. I'm going to point at her actually. Well, she was like dead like a couple hours ago.
Rhea kind of steps forward. She had her sword out, but she sheaths it, and she kind of bows her head and goes, "Faria, thank you for all of your work." What he says is correct. And she looks over to you at Odin and goes, "I think that may be out of the realms of what Torm can do now. I believe that this may be an issue that we face and we will have to fix." "Faria, you say Older Ravengard. He went where?" And she goes, "The Grand Cemetery." "And when did you expect him back?" The older lady, Faria, goes, "We expected him back maybe an hour and a half ago. And he has not returned." "No."
And you said he left a couple hours ago?
"Yes. He he went to the Grand Cemetery.
Ah,
There's a chapel there, and in that area contains an item, a sacred item of Torn. That's what the Duke was looking for.
do you know what the sacred item is?
I do not know what it does, but yes, it. And she takes a second to like think it over. She goes, it's referred to as the Helm of Torm's Might, or sorry, the Helm of Torm's Sight. I don't know the specifics. Again, I'm only an acolyte, but Duke Older Ravengard seemed to know more about it than I.
Okay. Can you just point what direction that's in?
She takes a second and she's like, we are underground, but if you head, she would know the way. She goes, it is almost this would be due west of the High Hall on the outer perimeter of Elturel.
Huh. So, okay, so that way.
That is not.
Wait, what?
That is not Odin. Wrong direction.
But the wind's coming from that way.
Yes, but that does not necessarily mean that it is coming from that way.
Feria looks to you almost. You look tired. You look like you need a place to sit for maybe a moment. If you'd like, you could spend some time here before heading out.
Do you guys got ale?
Looks around to everybody. You see groups of people in like ragged clothing, like dirt on their face, like barely clutching onto water. They like hold it tight to their chest. They're like, she looks back over to you and goes, our supplies are running low. The only thing we have that's plentiful is water.
I'm gonna turn to Odin and be like, buddy, that seemed like more of an insult than a question. Why would you? Amen.
Well,
Come on.
One of these people to school. And also, like, I went to, like, get close to her and whisper, like, we just came down here and, like, killed all these demons and shit. And, we're here to save them and they don't have any beverages.
Look, I agree with you. You know, I could use a nice glass of a nice mug of ale after a very long day. But I don't think these are the people to ask.
Okay, fine.
We'll get some.
Do
later.
any of you have grog?
God damn it! Oh,
Make your choice: intimidation or persuasion check.
Intimidation. Right, no, I'm gonna go persuasion because it'd be funnier. Okay, first one's a 12. 14.
You speak out in not a aggressive tone. You wait for a second. Everyone's kind of almost taken in what kind of a person you are. Some people seem very off-put and are like stepping back a little bit more away from you. Some people are still sitting. They didn't stand up. You can see that like there are like groups of beds of people. They can't stand anymore. You can see that they're too skinny even to like have any energy to move around. And Feria speaks up. She goes, I have my own personal store of food that I've been sharing with everyone. I don't have any grog, but I have some dried meats and some water if you'd like.
Okay.
She takes.
Leave it to Odin to magically bring food into existence. Incredible.
She takes you by your by the cloth on your shirt and kind of like starts pulling you towards into the group of individuals. As you walk by, they kind of part, and she starts leading you over towards the fountain area. And as you get there, you can see she walks off to the side where she moves over a couple of rocks that have fallen down, and you can see she pulls out a bag of dried meats and what looks like some water skins. To your left, you can just feel the spray of the water that's coming off of the fountain. You can see the tunnel that leads down. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Oh. 11.
11. Okay. So you can see that there is a tunnel that leads further in. And then she hands you over a couple of dried meats and one of the water skins.
Thank you. Where does that go? And I'm going to point down the tunnel.
She looks down the tunnel. She goes, that originally was connected to what was a lake underground. But she looks with kind of like the gruesome face. It now leads to a hole. This is the bottom of Elturel. And it leads now into what is the Hellscape, or at least the air. I'm not sure how much it will fall down, but if you were to jump, you reach the ground.
Okay, good to know. Has anyone gone down there?
A couple of us have walked down after feeling the air just to see, but once we realized that it's essentially a cliff that leads to our death or enslavement, we decided to come back.
That's fair. Thanks for the meat.
Of course. We also tried to stay away from stepping in it because when she points over to the water, and she goes, this is holy water. It's been blessed. So we try not to trample on it.
Oh, okay.
But
I have a quick question about water. How do you put holes in it?
I apologize.
How do you put holes in it?
How do we put holes?
Not that
Yeah, you
kind.
said it was holy.
No, it's been. It's a secret. She looks over to you and goes, "It's a secret."
Pardon, my friend. He's a.
Can you tell me your secrets?
She looks over to you, Magus, and goes, and she's an elderly woman. She's got her hair pulled back in a tight bun. She goes, I can tell. I've met many of people in my life. I'm not one to judge them.
Yes.
Trust me, he's not the only one. That's a little. We all are. What can you do?
Spiritual needs.
It's fair,
And holy
Politics these days, am I right? Little.
actually holes, but in
or lack thereof.
Yourself.
Exactly.
sort of things.
No, isn't it divine water?
She goes, whatever you need, just come to me, or any information that I can provide. I'm perfectly willing to. Just
I do have one question. So when you said that, so Torrens, what was it? The helmet of sight, the helm of sight.
yes, Torm's. Sorry, let me double check.
Helm of Torm's Might.
They were
Helm
Torm-
of sight,
Torm's
correct?
Sight. Yeah, sight.
So when you say sight, do you mean so what I'm looking for, like mysticism, like a mysticism type of sight, or if you know, of course.
Should I roll a religion check and see what she gets?
All right.
She goes, I was never privy to that kind of information. That was something one of the higher priests would have known, but
Makes sense.
they aren't around anymore.
Fair enough then. I guess we'll figure that out when we get there.
Apologies.
It's okay. A lot of these religious deity items are on a need to know basis.
That's true. Some of them hold extreme powers.
Yeah.
However, I just hope Duke Ravengard's okay. If you guys could please just make sure he's okay.
How long has he been gone?
A couple of hours.
You couldn't have gone for.
Exactly. That's what I'm thinking.
I mean, we only entered here, like, wait, if we left a couple hours ago. Are there more than one exits to this place?
No, not here. He traveled upwards towards the main crypt.
You don't think he might have tumbled onto another mummy or something, wouldn't you? Would
I
you?
hope not.
No, sure. I mean, the only thing up on that main crypt was what were the spine devils on the main crypt or no? No.
There were spine devils, the mummy, and a lot of dead bodies.
True. Speaking of dead bodies, what did he look like?
She goes, Duke Ravengard. He was roughly 6 feet or so, darker skinned. He had a very low cut. Like imagine getting like a one all around. He wore plated armor and he had a shield. He wore grays and reds, and he had the symbol of Baldur's Gate emblazoned on him. He would definitely stand out if you saw it.
I'm gonna turn to the party and be like, "You guys don't remember seeing a body like that within the I guess you could say a crowd of dead who passed by."
Most of the bodies were kind of like maimed and torn apart and covered in blood.
Good point.
If we saw any fancy armor, I think one of us would have taken it.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
That's where I got these shoes.
Oh. How do they fit?
I can see that.
Oh, yeah, I mean, the toe broke. I think they're size small.
They're definitely smaller than you.
Yeah, that halfling didn't have big feet.
Damn. I could have used some new kicks. Oh well. Maybe next time. Remind me to loot some corpses on the way out of here.
And I do not know about the church's corpses, but maybe from the soldiers that we fought before.
Would that, ma'am, Freya, would that be desecration? Or would that be, would looting the corpses of the dead soldiers be desecration, or would it be seen as gathering supplies for the battle?
I would consider that desecration a violation of our holy rules. I would considering it looting, theft. I would consider it a crime.
I'm gonna lean in on Odin. It's not a crime if you don't get caught. So
Make a stealth check to try to hide.
oh damn.
Oh, no.
What?
Hold on.
I'm sorry, I do not come from here, but what does this
Almost an 18. No, that's an 8.
8. You got as you're whispering that over, you feel. It's 19. You ever get hit in your funny bone and you're like. Your leg shirt, like, yeah.
Yeah,
you feel metal on like the bottom of your shin as she brings the ceremonial like hammer at the bottom of your shin and like she doesn't do damage to you, but she like taps it hard enough to like jerk your leg. As she gives you like the grandmother stare down.
All right, fine. We won't loot the bodies this time.
This time. Zeldris?
Fine.
I go loot some bodies because I'm not even there.
True.
Make a stealth check.
All right.
I believe in you, Lotus. Come on.
One straight roll because you have the cloak.
Right. Oh God. 17.
17. Okay. You leave. What part of the crypt are you going to?
I'm gonna
There's
stay.
many different rooms.
Oh,
And you're going by yourself?
not too far, but yeah. The closest room away from here. I can't remember how it's laid out.
That is the war room where Lotusa had been slain.
You know, it's good to double check.
Sure. Go ahead and make an investigation check.
No,
What's everybody else doing? Lelouch, Ski Bop?
I'm staying more towards the back.
You're moving
Two
shadows.
things. I shot you a text a bit ago, Alberto.
Yep.
And also, I'm gonna go up to Farian or Faria. I wrote her name down as Farian. Is it Faria or Farian?
Faria.
Faria.
Right, there we go.
But
I'm
I'm just gonna go up and ask her. I was a bit confused earlier. I did not take anything from the church because I am not that type of person. But what does desecration mean? I'm not from here.
Desecration. You're not sure what it means?
No, I'm not familiar with the term.
Well, it is essentially the act of treating something sacred or solemn in a sacrilegious or disrespectful way,
Oh, okay.
or ruining, violating, something revered or greatly valued.
Yes. I just do not have a term for that where I am from. I was just confused with it.
That's fine. I'm glad I could clear it up. And out of game, you can make beer with it. I'm pretty sure because it says you can make, I think, 4 gallons of beer or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't. It's like with how the alchemy jug is. It's like I can make one of the things, but then I have to wait until next dawn to use anything else.
Gotcha.
Weird.
So yeah, you can make it, and you'd have to wait till next time.
Gotcha.
So, what would you all like to do?
Pretty sure I am stuck in this grandmother's this lady's godly gaze, and I can't. I'm just stuck here.
She's definitely got her eyes on you.
Yeah, I don't think I can go anywhere. If I do, I'd probably have mad disadvantage. So I'm just gonna be like, you know what? I'm just gonna mingle with these talents folk, try and get some information.
You got it. You begin making your way into the crowd and talk to people. It's going to take you a while if you're going to be investigating, searching each of the bodies, Zeldris. Ski Bob, what are you doing?
I'm staying back not to really be noticed by someone.
Sidian?
Like kind of staying back with the rest of the group. I'm trying to describe it. Like pretty much like sitting back, like trying not to be noticed or anything like that.
You got it. Just make a perception check. Just a general perception check.
Okay, perception. It's 522.
22. Looking around, just generally looking around, looking for anything that could be suspicious, important, etc. You notice that this area is set up in individual kind of, almost like a categorized camp, where you have in the rear, closest to where like Odin, Lelouch, Magus are talking to the priest or the acolyte, is the injured. The closest to you are the healthy. In the center is where the women and children are at. You notice a couple things. A lot of the people look solid, almost as if they've like given up on life. Their morale is generally down. Just from looking at like the way they look into their faces, you look over at the acolyte, and as she talks, you can see that she is clutching that book pretty hard. You notice that Zeldris is gone because you rolled above his stealth. You notice that Lulu's kind of just flying around, kind of getting a bead almost on people. She's flying around trying to comfort people. Rhea seems to be lost in thought. Miss Z, however, looking around, notices Zeldris is gone and begins kind of finding a spot for the two kids to settle down, her and the two kids. So she's looking like for an open spot. That's what you notice with your perception check.
Can I wave over to Mrs. Z and like offer up the spot that I'm like staying at for them to go sit down?
Absolutely. She begins making her way back to you and she goes, "Thank you. I appreciate it, Ski Pop."
Yes, of course. You're actually a woman I trust.
She looks over to the boys. She looks over and winks at you. And she goes, "Go ahead and sit down, boys. We have a chance to be safe, so take a deep breath, all right?" Boys begin sitting down, laying their backs against the wall. Lelouch?
I'm just gonna, seeing that there are people who are wounded and sick and all that, I'm just instantly gonna go into doctor mode, and I'm gonna get out my medical kit, go around, see like if there's anything that I can aid people with, try to help with like any remedies and things like that. And also, one thing I'm gonna do for Odin is I'm going to go up for him, whisper it into the jug beer, and I'm gonna uncork the top cork, hand it to him, and I'm just gonna tell him to drink, but be quiet about it.
Odin, you were handed, there you go. Odin, you were handed a jug of just crisp ale. As you begin taking it all back, you drink a bunch of it or just?
I want to drink about 2 cups worth.
About 2 cups worth. So you're sitting pretty good. It does taste very good. It is crisp. It doesn't leave an aftertaste. It goes down really well. But you are drinking that. Odin, is there anything you'd like to do specifically?
While I got this bev, I'm gonna go up to Freya.
Yes.
An acolyte Torm.
Apologies?
You're an acolyte of Torm, right?
I am, yes.
Can you tell me more about him?
Yeah, of course. Are you interested in becoming an acolyte yourself, or?
I think I already am. Remember I said that girl died and then she got brought back by Torm?
Yes.
When I said like I tried talking to him to bring her back, and it was like really weird. I was like in this like plane of grass, and like I heard this voice, and I said it was Torm, and he said he would bring her back if I dedicated myself to him and uphold his morals. I said okay. So I didn't like really I didn't like swear on a book or anything. But I think I'm like working for him now.
You've committed a vow.
What's that?
It's a verbal affirmation of duty, essentially. It is, in other words, an oath. You've given to Torm your oath to uphold his values and commit to the, how do you say, the goals or general values of Torm.
That's like killing devils and stuff, right?
I believe that will definitely fall under his purview. But I believe it also is a bit of a moral battle as well.
How so?
Torn, and you guys begin, like, she sits you down on like the steps that lead up to the fountain, and she begins talking to you. And give me 1 second, we'll continue this conversation. But Zeldris,
Oh,
what
yes.
did you get on your investigation check?
22.
22. You begin searching Viltusa, searching the dead bodies of his compatriots, searching the room. There aren't any dead bodies. There aren't any like crypts in the room because it's essentially a war room. You find their armor, which is like leathers. You kind of picked these guys pretty clean the last time around. You find a couple of robes, like cloaks that they carry with them that cover their faces. On the war room like table, you can see what looks like similar to like chess pieces, but it's not. It's a dragon chess set. So you could take that and add that to your inventory if you like. It's a dragon chess set. So it is essentially chess, but like the D&D equivalent.
Mm-hmm.
But you guys picked this room fairly clean last time you came through.
Okay. I'm just gonna grab all that, throw in the bag of holding since there's room now.
Yes.
Return back to the party.
You got it. Odin, as Zeldris is making his way back, she goes, well, Torm has a couple of things under his purview. And essentially, we uphold a couple of things. One, we teach our younger individuals or anybody that'd like to be part of the militant portion of what Torm guides is we teach them the art of war, how to fight. We teach them how to conduct an army and basic training. And she looks over to Rhea as an example. And she looks back over to you. She goes, we've trained a lot of the Hell Riders that come out of Elturel. Under his domain, he preaches duty. Essentially, and I'll explain it properly for you. Essentially committing yourself to helping others, having a duty, a commitment to something or someone, some town, some city, a loved one or a deceased. He preaches loyalty, to stick with your comrades. Do not allow anyone to fall by the wayside. Do not betray your friends. And he also preaches obedience, but not blind obedience. He preaches to follow those that are in charge if they are righteous. If they are not, that is to be shown and dealt with in the proper manner. He preaches to carry yourself with dignity. And no one is perfect. No one can follow all these things word for word. But he is a loving God. He is a righteous God. And he is a powerful one. He's understood. He understands the trials of mortals. And the most important thing that he preaches is to be courageous in the face of fear, in the face of death, in the face of everything being lost. He preaches to be courageous, to stand up to evil, to be the one that is the light in the darkness, to raise your gauntlet and let it shine white in the dark of night.
Green Lantern smite.
But to this is the vow. To those worshippers that have seen him in battle or have seen his gifts in battle, they would know. It was said that once in Elturel, before it was a city, it was a small town that was growing larger and larger. It was said that a dragon, a young dragon, had taken its residence here and had terrorized the citizens. But one day, a wanderer, a female, she was said to be burly, tall, and strong, who had been done with this dragon, took up her sword and slew it single-handedly. They said she looked like an angelic being, that she was blessed by Torm for the fight. Her weapon sang with radiant energy, her body almost as if an avatar of Torm, and she single-handedly destroyed this dragon. Afterwards, she just seemed like a regular human. Her body is actually interred here in the catacombs somewhere.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Or do you know her name?
no one actually knew her name.
Or do you know where she's buried?
I do. I could take you there.
If you don't mind, I would like to see.
That's fine with me. And you guys begin walking off. As you're walking off, you see Zeldris walking back into the main crypt where you are.
Why, hello everyone. I have returned.
You find anything worth keeping?
Not really. Just some stuff for the kids.
For the kids? What could you possibly find for the kids in a group of dead bodies?
Chess set.
Oh, for the kids. No. This is you and me playing chess right now.
You sure?
Sure. I have an 8 in intelligence, but you know what I'm saying. It's somewhat the heart of the cards. Somewhat the heart of the cards.
We got time?
Do we have time?
No. Guys, do we have time?
Yeah, gentlemen.
No,
For a rousing game of chess.
you guys want to play chess?
I got next step to you.
All right.
Excellent. All right. Winner challenges Lelouch.
I'm just bandaging people up.
Odin's
Yeah.
busy on a side quest.
Lelouch, go ahead and make a medicine check for me.
Gotcha. 16.
16. I'm next as you're treating some of the wounded, and the wounds are varying. Some of them not as deadly as others. Some are suffering from sickness, from untreated wounds that had found themselves having bacteria which developed into infections. Some of them are just bruised ankles, etc., from rubble falling down. Some are completely missing limbs. It is varying. Some of them are dying from starvation, but you do a fairly well job at treating them and overall maintaining their health.
Oh,
Good.
the ones who are starving, I'm going to cast Good Berry and give them food.
There you go. And you go ahead and begin feeding them. Odin, you're going to start heading on your way. Zeldris and Magus, as Zeldris, you pull out the chess set and you set it down and you both begin arranging the board. This will be a 3-set challenge. Go on to D&D Beyond, and I want you both to go ahead and roll intelligence checks for me.
Oh, God. I am going to lose. Just on this. All
So
right, watch
just
this.
roll intelligence checks.
Watch this.
You never know when you get 3 nat 20s in a row.
I watched this not 20 right here.
I got
That's
12
not
one
nice.
time.
All right.
Ooh.
So we're rolling it 3 times. Oh my
Just
god.
roll the first one for me and let me know what the numbers are.
Yeah, John won.
Yeah, 13 to 22. Not
13
great.
and 22. Okay, so
All right, John, I need you to choke
You
these
got
next
it.
2 ones.
So, John, Zeldris, you guys begin and you make the first move. You immediately come out with a confident defensive strategy.
Mm.
And Magus, it throws you off guard. You didn't figure Zeldris to be this proficient in chess. So you make a wrong move and one of your pieces is taken.
Oh boy.
He currently has the upper hand, but you can still come back. Zeldris, go ahead and both of you roll again intelligence checks.
16.
Oh.
16. What'd you get? Zeldris, what'd you get?
Natural 1 plus 3, so I got a 4.
Okay, natural ones. That's 2 failures. You.
What a comeback story.
So, Magus, you immediately begin. Actually, that won't be 2 failures. That just means Magus has an extra success. So he's ahead of you. Magus, you immediately take a deep breath and calm your mind. You don't let him get into your head. And you begin counteracting his strategy and ripping apart his defenses, building up your offense around cornering his king. And you guys are in like the midsection of this game at this point, and it is at basically its climax. The next moves could decide the winner.
Oh boy.
And Zeldris, you blank. Magus comes at you with an all-out offensive, and he takes multiple of your important pieces. You are in a corner. I need you both to go ahead and make intelligence checks.
All right.
Okay.
Oh boy.
21.
21.
Ooh, that's a 9.
And
not great.
9. With that, so Zeldris, you redefine your defensive. You begin looking for his next move, the next 2 moves. You're taking chess piece after chess piece. Eventually, you guys have now equaled out. And you both have the same amount of chess pieces. And you're both in a predicament. You know that one of your next moves will decide the game. With this, make an intelligence check, both of you.
Oh god. Come on.
Okay.
Oh. I can win this.
You guys get it?
I just need an 18 or higher. That is
Look at her.
that's a 1 minus 1. That is a 0.
Ooh. Zeldris, what'd you get?
I got a 16.
A 16? That is it. With that, Zeldris makes the move. Zeldris finishes off Magus. He closes you off. And with his final 2 pieces, he puts you in checkmate. An intense game, a struggle comes to an end with Zeldris as the winner.
Heaven be damned.
You did good, my friend.
I didn't take you for such an advanced chess player, Zeldris.
Oh, I wasn't going at my hardest.
Oh, incredible.
My
Love to
teacher,
see it.
Mr. Laserface, told me to always go easy.
Yo, there's muscles because that's a flex.
You know,
Oh, well.
a good game.
Good game. Good game. Shake hands, gentlemen.
As you guys are finishing that, Odin, you and Feria are making your way back to where the stairwell was, where you came down. And there was a middle hallway that you guys never traveled down. And she goes, it's this way. As she kind of has like a lantern in her hand. In the other hand, she's clutching the book that you saw her with as you walked in. You guys begin making your way, and about 20 feet or so in, there's a stairwell leading down. The hallway gets narrow. Now it's about 10 feet wide. And you make your way to what is a small isolated tomb that opens up at the end of the flight of stairs, or the broad stairs, into a central area. The body of a young woman lies on the bare, or like the stone platform basically, with a gleaming greatsword at her side. Zeldris?
Would we see Odin going with this woman after a chess game?
This would be that. Yeah, she would have left. He would have left at the beginning. As you were walking into the room, he was leaving.
Okay, fair.
So you see this woman, and what you see is a Goliath, but a Goliath female.
Hot.
And you see the light, pale skin, tattoos that rhyme the right and left side of her arms. Her right hand is tattooed with what looks like a gauntlet. You can see that both of her hands are clutching a great sword that rhymes the bottom of her body. Her clothing, not that of what you would think a knight. In fact, it's that of something that you're more used to, more hide armor. Although you can see that the crest of Torm is burned into it. You see her eyes are shut perfectly, her body unmoving, and the great sword that rhymes her body. Go ahead and make, you just noticed this. You can also see on her greatsword a couple of recognizable symbols. As you look over her greatsword, you can actually see a couple of the giant runes. You see the one of fire, you see the one of ice, you see the one of cloud, and there's also one that you do not recognize.
After seeing that, I'm going to look at the tattoos she had, not like the gauntlet one you mentioned, but I'm going to look at the tattoos to see if they're similar to the tattoos of the Frostback clan.
You look back over them. They are.
They are?
Yeah.
This woman. She used to be a part of my clan.
Feria looks over to you, kind of like widening her eyes. Can you tell me about your clan?
Well, there was the Ironbloods, orc clan up in the mountains due south. And on that same mountain, there was a herd of Goliaths, the Frostbacks. For a long time, they fought each other. But my father, Gork, he met one of the Goliath women. In fact, this woman looks a lot like her. My mother's name was Lathea. They met and they fell in love. And my father challenged his father, Bjorn, and challenged him for the right of chieftain of the clan and won. And he took over the clan as a chief, and they made an alliance, becoming the Frostbloods. I was born with an orc father and Goliath mother. And my mother and her people taught me about these giant runes. And I'm going to show her the ones on my axe, the one of fire and cloud. Whoever this woman was, she must have been a great warrior. My clan is gone. Oh, I'm honestly not quite sure. I was away training. away from the camp. I heard loud booms and screams. I ran as fast as I could. It took me only about a minute to get back. But by the time I was there, everything was just burned to ash. My clansmen were burnt to cinders, with only their skeletons. I found my wife and child, Greta and Othea, gone.
She like reaches over and like grabs your hand.
Yes. That's why I'm here.
Maybe it's fate that brought you here.
If fate is what's responsible for the death of my family, then it is a cruel fate. But I am not going to let them go. I'm going to find who did this and take their head.
She turns over to you and she says, "Could you kneel for me?"
Okay. And I'm gonna kneel.
She takes off her pendant with the symbol of Torm on it. And she looks over to you as she kind of spreads it open and goes, "Odin, I believe you've been brought on this journey for a reason. I believe that it was not by chance that you found Torm, or me, or even come to this city. I think Torm, although may not have been behind what happened to your family, would like to help you on your path to finding your new family. I believe you will find who did this to your family. I also believe," and she puts the necklace around your neck, "that you will find a new family. Find your way. Just do not let the revenge consume you. And do it. Slay them with righteousness. Untethered anger can cause more harm than it can good. Remember those that have helped you and supported you along the way. Remember those who you will help and support along the way. Remember the journey and the destination and all of those along the way. You've come far. From an old woman like me who's seen a lot of people, experienced a lot of things. You've come far. Don't let this be the end of your journey." And she takes a step back.
I'm just gonna stand up and I'm just gonna give her a nod. I'll do my best.
Gives you a nod. Well, we should probably be making our way back then.
Yes.
You guys begin walking back.
Wait, real quick.
Go for it.
I'm just gonna go over to the great sword and I'm just gonna take a look at the one rune I didn't know.
Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Gotcha. 15.
Also, 18. Awesome.
15.
15. Also, we have to hydrate. Thank you, Mirage. Love you.
Thank
And,
you.
also, when you're giving the description of the Goliath woman, I thought you were going to say, 9'6", Romanian descent, large black hat, white dress, blade hand,
Blade hand.
casually grows desks.
Well, as you look it over, with a 15, it's archaic. You've seen ruins before. You've seen many ruins from older fighters, like the ones that you were taught, the ones that you've been learning. This one doesn't seem like anyone you've ever seen before. You can commit it to memory. It looks like basically it looks like two Y's, right? Like an uppercase Y facing downward, and then right where the Y like bisects, overlapping is another Y, like uppercase Y.
Okay, I get you.
It looks like that. It looks ancient. You're not 100% sure what it may have done, if it's even one of the giant ruins, but it's there.
No desecration, no desecration. I'm just gonna look at the body again, and I'm just gonna try to like take a mental picture of like what she looked like, and I'm just gonna say, "I'll make the clan proud."
You turn around and you begin making your way behind Faria, and you feel a hand on your shoulder and just a whisper in your ear. I know you will. You look around, there's no one.
Who are you?
You begin making your way back, and the rest of you group together. You get there as Zeldris just finished beating Magus in a chess match. Skipop is vigilantly looking around. Lelouch diligently working on injured people. What would you all like to do as a group?
Odin's just walking in, right?
Odin just walked in with Faria. You can see her walking in with a lantern and clutching that one book.
All right, so as I just finished taking this L by my man Zeldris, I'm gonna walk up to Odin and be like, "Where did you go? You're like 8 feet tall and you vanished. How?"
Nowhere.
Pretty convincing to me. All right, cool. Good enough for me. As long as you're not dead.
The jug is empty. No, I have the jug. I've been given it.
Oh wait,
thank God.
Can we do a retcon real quick and just say I poured one out for the homie back there?
Also, Odin, I forgot this. You have a point of exhaustion, so all your ability checks are with disadvantage. You gotta remember that.
My bad.
You're good. Zeldris, I believe you had something to say.
I was just gonna walk up to Odin and are you okay, man? You got some wet marks under your eyes.
It's fine. I just had a talk with Varia about some, Torm stuff. She gave me this necklace.
Oh,
Ooh,
that's really nice. Okay, man.
Torn got you sentimental, huh?
No, nothing emotional happened.
All right, I won't pry.
Got initiated to the clan. What's good?
Yeah, let's
So
go.
look at you opening your door straight up.
You all also notice the necklace now hanging from Odin's neck.
Ooh. I mean,
And it's a gauntlet, right?
Yes, it's a white gauntlet.
Can I try and roll like religion or history or whatever that would be to see if I can remember something about these items that Odin is now wearing, the gauntlet or the necklace?
Yeah, go ahead and make a religion check.
Coolio.
Religion or history, up to you.
Big religion.
Zeldris?
Unnatural 20.
Unnatural 20, Zeldris?
An abomination.
in the middle of that, can I walk towards my mother?
Yeah, absolutely. You begin walking off. Magus, looking at it, you notice that's the necklace of Torm. Torm is a lawful good deity. He has, and I hope you were listening to what I said earlier, but basically, courageous, lawful, good, obedience, loyalty, also war are his domains. You're standing in one of his temples, essentially the High Hall. He is one of the most popular deities in Elturel to be worshipped. But overall is a lawful good deity.
All right, so I'm just gonna tell Odin. Remember, I can't reach his shoulder because he's like 3 feet taller than me. But whatever. I'm just gonna tell him. All right, don't loot bodies. I know how hard that is for you, but don't loot bodies. Leave that to me. I don't have any lawful good shenanigans going on. Oh, you're muted, Easy.
Yeah, you're muted. Bill and Sean, you're muted.
I'm sorry, we were just talking to each other.
Magus said that don't loot bodies. That'll be up to him now.
I don't think we should loot them.
Oh, fair enough.
It is the delamination or whatever she said.
Desecration. But yes, close enough.
Zeldris, you make it to your mom, who is currently tending to one of the kids who has like a scrape on his knee.
Damn. Kiddo's hurt. Can I do a medicine check on him and patch him up?
Sure, make a medicine check.
All right. I'm gonna.
When it sees, I'll just walk over to his mom. I'm gonna leave over. Please don't get beat. There's enough half dead people around here anyway. We don't need another one.
She looks over and starts kind of laughing at you. What'd you roll, Zeldris?
Sadly, I got an 8, a 4.4.
You you walk over and you take out some bandages and a little bit of ointment, but you start applying it to the wrong areas. But your mother's already there, so she takes you by the wrists and kind of like puts you into the right area. She goes, you have to apply it right here. Make sure you don't be too rough.
Okay.
You start kind of like messing up how to do the bandages. She goes, come on, you gotta wrap it around, make sure it's a little tight. I know he's a little kid, but come on.
So hard.
She says it with a motherly kind of kindness to her. Kind of like a jovial kind of, come on, Zeldris, let's go. It's the same kind of motherly instinct you've always known her to have. Through this entire time, she hasn't lost her spirit. There's been times where she's been down, but you can see that the strong woman you've always known is still strong. after you guys finish up with the child, she sits down with her back to the wall, kind of wiping some sweat and pushing it down to the floor. She takes off her bow and the quiver with the arrows and sets it aside. And she goes, "So what's next?"
Honestly, I'm not sure yet. So I got to talk with the group. But I have 3 daggers. Would you like to take them off my hands?
She looks to you and goes, "Personally, I'm more of a hammer person. I think there might be maybe some able-bodied people around here that might need to be a little bit more armed than they are."
Okay. Also, the workshop. Did Dad have any secret weapons hidden in the shop?
She looks at you, kind of like with a brow up. Dad was. He was a piece of work, but I don't. She's kind of like she's racking over her mind. I don't remember ever seeing him have any. Sorry, I don't remember seeing him have a hidden workshop or anything that he kept secret from you, or hidden weapons.
Why are you laying down?
I know we have a couple weapons there, but nothing crazy. It was just things that I was working on before all of this happened. After all of this, I shut the doors, tried to barricade myself in, but the place began getting ransacked, and I made my escape, trying to look for any place to hide from the devils and the demons that made themselves home in Elturel. But your father's workshop should still be there. I don't think that, not to my knowledge, that there would be some secret weapon or anything hidden. But why do you ask?
I'll let you have one.
Just curious.
Sure.
You know, he was always up late at night.
That's fair. He was always hardworking. Did you find what you needed in Baldur's Gate?
Yes and no. Yes, I made some friends. That was number 1 on the list. No for good materials because I didn't really look around yet.
It's just like you. I'm glad to meet friends as diverse as they are, or as comedic or crazy or chaotic as they are. They seem like good people and they've taken care of you. And I know looking after you is definitely a tall order. I'm glad they kept you safe.
Me too. I could have died 3 times if it wasn't for them.
They're good company. When this is all over, I think we should all have dinner together.
Yes, some rice and beans with some chuleta. Yeah.
You know how I make it.
Ooh. All right, we gotta get this done right now, guys.
Magus hears Juletas and just whips his head from across the room. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
She looks
I got
over.
you, homie. He's cracking his
Magus,
knuckles.
you make eye contact with her, and she looks over to you, and she goes, "Yeah, if any of you need homes, our home is always open. I'll take in a few sons. I don't mind."
I prefer being a single child, thank you.
I also don't want to repeat on.
It's
Those
all right.
meeting hours.
As much as Zeldris doesn't like to talk about it, he loves company.
Yeah,
He,
right.
you know, he grew up a shy kid. He actually was scared to death to talk to other people. And look at him now. He's got a whole group of friends.
How could you?
Damn.
What?
I'm a Chad.
Do you expect me to lie?
Dude, I'm totally asking your mom for embarrassing stories of you later.
No.
Rhea speaks up. She goes, I would love to have dinner and hear some stories about Zeldris.
Was great minds think alike. But I am gonna offer help to Zeldris' mom for to cook, because as Magus is like one thing that kept him sane, cooking.
Absolutely. But with that, Zeldris, you guys all begin talking. What would you guys all like to do going forward?
Well, I think we should go find that Duke at the Grand Cemetery. But I think we should also go back upstairs and get that girl who's just hiding in that one room.
Wait.
She's with you. She's with you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you
Fuck,
guys.
we brought her. I forgot.
No, you brought her. She intermingled with the crowd.
Okay, good. We don't have to see her ever again.
What was it? I was like, just keep up to be like, fine.
She's just hiding in the crowd, pointing a light crossbow at Ski Pop.
I'm gonna get you soon, boy. Look who's back.
You just get shot.
Speak of the devil.
But I think we should probably go after that Duke now. Because he's been gone a while, and it sounds like it wouldn't be good if he ended up as another body.
Who's the Duke you were talking about?
Were you not? Oh, yeah, you were outside like a bitch.
He's talking about Duke Older Ravengard, the Duke of, the thing.
Yeah, the Duke of Dukany.
Yeah.
Duke of Doobity Doop.
To be honest, Dukey business.
It's not my first language.
Someone with intelligence roll a history check.
Oh, definitely not me.
That was from Baldur's Gate. There's someone that anybody that's been to Baldur's Gate.
Oh,
I'm rolling.
Got
I know,
you, boys.
I know he's from Baldur's Gate.
10.
And
Oh,
what'd you get, Zeldris?
I
You got a what?
It was
5.
a natural one.
Ski Pop.
Oh, you mean Albans? My bad. I didn't know Albans were good.
If you want to roll a history check, feel free.
I'll do
Oh,
it.
it was history. I rolled intelligence.
15.
Huh? 15?
Wait. No, not 15. 12.
12. Ski Pop.
11.
11. Odin, you kind of begin thinking back. Zeldris, would you get a 5, right?
Yeah, but that was just straight intelligence. I didn't roll for history.
Okay, you can roll history.
All right. Okay, that's much better. 22.
22. Odin and Zeldris, you guys kind of begin thinking over it. You remember the Grand Duke of Elturel. There are dukes, but the Grand Duke was Older Ravengard. He was actually the one that I forgot her name.
Dalamara.
Not Dalamara. Well, yes, he was the one that Dalamara and Davies Krieg attempted to dethrone in order for Duke Dalamara to take his spot as Grand Duchess. So that what happened to Elturel would happen to Baldur's Gate. And you remember that Liara Portier had requested that, or asked of a favor to bring him back to Baldur's Gate.
Oh.
Or just, make sure he's alive, okay, saved, etc.
Right. So, would you guys know which path he took or where he went?
Well, there's only one exit out of here, so we just kind of have to go up the stairs and then go west.
I believe Feria said that we have to go west of the High Hall and towards the outer perimeter of Elsewhere, and will be the. It is a cemetery with the chapel, so that is one thing that we can look out for.
Yeah. And they were going to get the Helm of Torm's sight to seek insight on how to escape hell.
Oh, the ancient relic?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
He was supposed to be back about an hour and a half ago, but he's not here.
Oh.
But I'm going to go and finish applying some aid to these people and giving out the rest of my good berries, and I'll back up with you all. Just get me when we're about to go.
Actually, I'll assist you.
Well, I was going to say we should go now.
Oh, shit. Let me get my jug real quick, because did you finish it all?
No.
That you're holding a big jug for one hand. It's like about the size of an urn. Get my head ripped back. No, that was the wrong. That was not the egg one.
What was that then?
Acid. Now I'm going to put this back.
Odin, make a Constitution saving throw.
He didn't I stopped him from getting everything.
Homie just drinks straight battery acid.
Just in general from the ale that he would have drank.
10.
10. You are drunk.
It was 2 glasses. How dare you? That's a mockery of my ale.
Oh, however, drunk has the exact same effects of exhaustion, level 1. So there's a disadvantage on ability checks.
Gotcha.
So just remember that. Go ahead and what would you guys like to do? You like to continue on your journey? Prepare anything?
I'm gonna continue on reading everything.
Silas, I can't really hear you.
Listen, I'm gonna continue on.
You got it?
So good question. Has it been like next dawn?
Right now,
Like from the last time I used the Pearl Power.
the Pearl Power, you used it right before the battle with what's it called? No.
No, it's not. Okay. So.
No. You'd have to probably spend a couple hours and then long rest again before it's next dawn.
Hmm.
However, if no one's preparing anything, if anybody wants to say,
I'm just getting all my weapons and things, and
Ray looks to you all and goes, should I stay? Should I come? She looks back, they have no one to protect them if anybody else comes down here.
I would rather you stay here.
And please do not tell Sultan, but if I'm being honest, I don't think he can protect everybody coming down here. He would pretty much hide.
That is true. Yeah, we should probably send Zoltan down here.
You can stay here, Rhea, and we'll bring Sultan down, and he can provide some sort of, barriers to go and show some defense.
Well, that is true. We could block off the door.
You sure you don't need me?
I think you'll do more use down here. I mean, I obviously mean no disrespect, but like, look at the rest of us. I feel like these people need you, especially if you bring that guy down here. You can at least bring some sort of defensive aid, but that's kind of it. If something breaks in here, there's nothing to stop anything. So at least you can provide some offense.
And you know what? I think this should serve you for the time being, because I've found out that my cuts dig a bit deeper now. So this should serve you well. And I'm gonna hand Rhea my +1 longsword for now.
Sure. You hand over the +1 longsword. She takes it, looks it over, and she goes, "Thanks. I can give this back when you get back here, so make sure you come back, all right?"
I will try. I have a family as well, so I'm hoping to.
She takes the sheath, she puts it on her back, like trunk style, and like sheaths the sword.
Yeah, the how like she goes and she has like the scabbard, I guess, on her back. She goes and does that, and instinctively the vines go and wrap around it to hold it in place. Like to go and stay in there locked in.
You got it. She takes out the Trident of Fish Command and walks over to you, Zadris. Here, I'm not going to need it anymore.
I'll take that for now.
Oh, she hands it over to you.
Will you switch?
Roll for strength.
You want me to?
Nah, I'm messing. You might need it more.
She goes, just come back, all right?
No promises.
Alright, don't die.
You, Zadris, you say no promises, and you see your mom look over Rhea's shoulder, like staring daggers at you.
I promise. I promise.
Looks like a JoJo stand, just like staring daggers into you. She goes, all of you better come back safe. All of you.
Come back alive? Fine. You can promise that. Safe? No promises. Safe.
I'll give you some leeway, but just
If we do come back, I don't know about unscathed.
I don't imagine you're gonna be unscathed, but just make it back to me.
But alive, I can promise that.
Miss Z walks up in front of Rhea and begins kind of like giving you all like a motherly hug, and takes a step back. So I'll just look after them.
Got you. Number one.
We have to watch him the most.
Yeah.
Who almost died last encounter?
Rhea, all of us.
Technically.
No.
Oh, not me. I was doing pretty well.
That Magnus was good.
You knock?
Magnus.
You guys begin heading out, and as you leave, Rhea stands at the door of the main corridor. She takes out the longsword and she slashes at the ground where the door is. And she goes, I promise, they won't make it past this line.
Nice.
Also, before we go, should we leave Lulu?
No, Lulu is with you.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
You see Lulu is flying over Skipop's shoulder. She hasn't said much, which is weird for Lulu, but she's with you.
My will to live. What is wrong?
I've just noticed. I don't think Magus has interacted with Lulu like at all. Right?
Introduction.
Kind of weird. It's kind of weird.
Lulu looks over to you, and again, she's just sized elephant with golden fur She's like the size of like a teddy bear, a little bit bigger. So like 2 times the size of a teddy bear with these like small tusks, these beautiful like greenish teal eyes, like sort of like an olive green eyes that kind of glow. She has these beautiful angelic wings that come off the back of her. Her like hooves that are in the front, and she looks over as she's kind of flying in the air. So you ask her what's wrong, and she goes, it's sad to see it. It's sad to see everyone like that. It's just, I wish I could do more to help them. And I just hope that we can fix this. And I'm also just been getting a little bit of a headache, and I don't know why. Every time I try to think about what happened when I first came here, I get a little bit of a headache.
Oh, that's ominous.
Indeed.
She like smiles. Oh, also she's got the tusks, the golden bands
That's right.
around her tusk because of Odin giving her the braces of defense. But that's all. That's why I've been a little quiet. I apologize.
It's okay. Love hug.
Well, with that, you guys make your way through the crypts and back towards the stairwell with no problem. You make your way up the stairwell to where you see Seltern, who is standing, and as you guys been making your way up the stairs, he's like, "Stop! What?" And he takes his staff and kind of like flips around towards you all, and then notices it's you, and he's like, "Scared me."
We could put someone here, but we found a group of survivors down there. We can give you directions to get there, but we think your services would be the best with them. That way you can do some healing, build up some defenses with the doors, and you can redeem yourself to Sylvanas by helping the sick and hurt.
Is there any monsters down there? Or?
We killed them all, don't worry.
Don't worry, only humans.
Okay, all right.
The
That's-
true monster.
That's good. Are you guys heading back out there?
Yeah.
Oh, of course we are.
What do you take us for? Cowards? Come on.
Giga check.
Aren't you scared?
No, really.
You?
Oh, don't worry. I'm terrified, but we have to do this.
True.
Agreed.
Okay. All right. He waves his hands down in like a downward motion. You guys see the streak of blue energy or green energy as the vines begin to curl away from the door. And the door is unlocked. And he goes, I'll do everything I can. I'm sorry. I'm such a coward.
Don't apologize for your feelings. It is fine. Now, go do what must be done.
And don't hide.
I will. And he begins making his way down the stairwell, and he taps you on the shoulder, Lelouch, and casts Barkskin.
Thank God.
And you see him as he taps you on the shoulder. It's kind of like one of those like not facing each other, arm on the shoulder type of things.
Yep.
You feel the wood armor begin to come around you again, and he goes. He goes, "You're doing an amazing job."
I try, and I'm gonna just walk away.
And he continues down the stairwell. As you continue up the stairwell, you all open up into the main chamber where the gauntlet was, where you raised Freya back. You guys begin making your way towards the front of the high hall to where you now lead onto the stairwell leading down. Go ahead.
Just to specify, I am closing the door after we exit.
As you specify. Okay.
I'm sorry.
And what do you do, Lelouch?
I'm just gonna do the same thing as a cell turn, like with the vines, just put that back with
You got
Druidcraft.
it. Odin, you close it. Lelouch, you begin using what is it called again? The cantrip that you guys
Druidcraft.
Druidcraft. You Druidcraft the vines across the door that begin latching on into the cement, and all of you make your way towards the front. And as you walk out, Zeldris.
Can I stealth?
Yeah, absolutely. Just give me 1 second. You guys begin making your way towards the front of the building as you open the door into the red clouds, the red sky, the heat that hits you, the ruins of Eltura. And you begin making your way west. Would you all like to stealth?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So go ahead and give me stealth checks. Those of you with heavy armor, disadvantage.
Do I have extra disadvantage?
Yes, it is an ability check, so you have.
I'm
just
casting Pass
just
Without a
regular-
Trace.
Okay, pass without a trace. So those of you with heavy armor, it's disadvantage plus 10. Also, Sean, you have disadvantage, but you also have the plus 10. Not like triple disadvantage, it's regular disadvantage. So don't forget to add the plus 10 from the pass without a trace.
I got 27 with a pass without a trace.
27.
So pass without a trace affects all of us?
Yes, so what you see is as you're walking, Lelouch begins casting, and you see the shadows around you begin to cling to your body, and you all begin to blend into the area a lot more. Ski Pop, what'd you get?
17.
17. Odin?
With Pass Without a Trace, 27. I got a 16 and a natural 20.
Beautiful. Lelouch?
Well, one thing I'm also doing, bonus action, I'm going to do one of my wild shapes. Do wild shape into a, where is it? Direwolf.
Direwolf it is, good sir. And what is that stealth check?
I'm about to roll it in a
All
moment.
right, what'd you get, Magus?
16.
16. That's with the plus 10?
That is what the plus 10 is. I got a 6.
Good thing,
Alright.
good thing you guys had the plus 10.
Literally.
And what'd you get, Lelouch?
28.
28. These rolls. So 27, 27, 28, 17, 16.
Yeah, you was
All right. Now, what is the marching order you guys are traveling?
Fuck it.
Also, Ski Pop, did you leave the dog?
No, actually, I'm taking the dog with us.
You're taking it with you. All right. So, what is the marching order?
I'll go first, I guess.
So we're letting the drunk guy go first.
It's fine.
I gotta be dead smack in the middle so that everyone can get caught by Pass Without a Trace.
Fair enough.
So who's behind Odin?
Who's one?
I'll do it. I'll be behind him.
Magus behind Odin. Who's behind Lelouch?
I'll be behind Lelouch.
All right, and then pass. Then that means Zeldris, you're gonna be last.
Yep, I'm rear guard.
You got it. And then the dog and Lulu will fly a bit overhead, like on basically like the rooftops.
Okay.
And then the dog will be side by side with Ski Pop, unless instructed otherwise.
Yeah, stay by my side. Do we roll stuff for the dog as well or not?
We'll say that you guys just have like a conjoined stuff.
Gotcha.
However, you all, because he's not going to make any noise you don't tell him to make. So, you guys begin making your way down the streets of Elturel. And first off, you are extremely stealthy. Andres, or Magus, I need you to do me a favor.
What is
I need
that?
you to roll. Well, actually, first off, let's see here. Ski Pop, roll a d20 for your dog.
No, doggo. Yeah. 19.
19. Okay, nothing happens. Magus, I need you to.
Yes.
I need you to roll a d8.
The D8s? Hold on, I got you. my D8 at? There it is.
What do you sacrifice number 2 alone?
That's a 5.
A 5. Okay.
Mhm.
Give me 1 second. I need you to roll one more time.
All right. Give me 1 second. 3.
A 3.
Mhm.
Okay. You guys are traveling down the streets. And as you're doing so, you're doing your best to avoid any contact from anyone. You go ahead and you are ducking from street to street, from house to house, broken doors to doors, alleyway to alleyway, making your way westward best you can, moving at a stealthily pace. So it'll take you a while to get to the Grand Cemetery. About roughly like 30%, like 1/3 of the way there, Odin, you begin hearing sorry. Make a perception check for me, Odin.
Okay. With disadvantage, I got the same thing, 16 and then a natural 20, so it would be 20 non-natural.
Okay. You are all right now in an alleyway, getting ready to duck onto a main street and continue walking. Odin, you see out of a building on the opposite side, a little bit ahead of the alleyway on the opposite side, you see, and you rolled a 4, correct? Magus?
I rolled a 5 and then I rolled a 3.
A 3, my bad. You begin to hear something. Right around the corner from the house, you can hear shouting. Someone's crying out. It seems like a male voice. You hear, "Help! Help me! Dear God, they're coming! Help!"
Well, that's not natural. I'm going to point this out to all of us. Like,
Well, actually, Odin is the one who noticed it.
my bad.
You did.
What direction is it coming from?
Roughly, like, I'll turn a little bit to your left and directly forward.
Hey guys, we should check this screaming guy out.
Sure.
Let's just take a peek.
Don't want to get caught in too many battles.
Yeah, true. We'll make our way over there. We'll turn a corner to see what's going on.
You got it. So Odin, Odin and the rest of you begin making your way to the corner to see what's going on. And you all get to the corner. Odin, you put your back against the wall and look over, and what you can see is a male. He is on the floor. He has ragged clothing, like short brown hair. He's currently being assailed by what looks like, and with the perception you rolled beforehand, you can see what looks like horns. There's two bipedal individuals assailing him. They have horns that are like that are similar to goats, but they're like up and out like that. So like that and out on both sides. A goat's face with long ears. The ears sort of look like they've been chomped at and ripped in places. The face, these very light blue eyes, and then all over the face is sort of like goat / horse face. You can see like pulse, like pus-filled like bulges that come out of their face. They have a humanoid body that's like light blue with weird goat-like feet and a barbed tail that kind of just, and then the chest is just all fur, as they're currently assaulting a humanoid on the ground in which they are chasing.
Guys, we should help.
What do you see?
2 goat things attacking a man. They look like they're about to kill him, so we should act quick.
when you say goat things, like they're half goat or
Look, just look around the damn corner.
I'm gonna start stealthing towards them, like the direction.
What are you guys doing? He's currently running, and as you guys are discussing this right now, 20, that's an 8. He falls onto the floor as both of them, and as you're looking at them, they are not running at him. They are jumping from like building to building, like from window to window, and then straight onto the floor as he falls over, and they jump onto him. Zeldris, what are you doing? Keep up. What are you doing?
Zeldris, you can go first.
You can go first. I insist.
Can I make a perception check to see if I see spine devils?
Absolutely. Go ahead and make a perception check.
20, not natural. 15 plus 5.
20. So you look up, looking all over the skies, nothing.
It was clear of spine devils. We shouldn't have any
For the moment.
appearance.
What are you doing? He's currently being assailed. What are you doing, Magus?
So I'm gonna take out my crossbow. I'm gonna ready it up, and I'm gonna start like scoping it out. See if I can
Got it. You being
at least
scoping
shoot one
out?
from down or something.
You shoot one?
I'm not gonna shoot one. I'm gonna take it out and then roll perception, see if I can find one.
You got it. You can see them. Odin points them out. Lelouch?
I'm going and I'm gonna move at a fast sort of pace, but I'm hoping that the spell goes in is still kind of concealing me, so I'm gonna like sort of half stealth on my way there. But I'm gonna be moving towards that direction to go and engage.
You got it. All of you make stealth checks.
19.
Oh,
still
you
with the-
got a natural 20.
So this is with the plus 10.
Oh, so
Oh,
420.
29.
29.
35.
That's, oh my god.
14.
Select, sir.
With a 35, you just vanish from this
35.
ethereal plane.
As you guys are making your way over there, they don't seem to have noticed you. As you can see now, they're now engaging in combat as they both leap onto this one individual male and begin like lashing at him with their tails. What are you guys doing?
I'm going to run up and I'll let Odin go first.
Odin?
You want to do this at the same time?
Yes.
Because I'm going to try to run up and tackle one.
You got it. Go ahead. You guys have a surprise round on them.
Ooh.
So, because they did not notice you. So, I want you guys to go ahead and roll initiative for me. They rolled terrible initiative.
Very
Man,
good.
Sam, I rolled a 4.
Same.
Also, go ahead and if you guys look at Luke Cave, you'll see the enemy that I was talking about.
Yeah, I saw it.
Yo,
14. 25 to 20?
Ooh,
20 to 15? What do you guys
that's creepy.
let's keep up?
17.
17. All right. 15 to 10? What'd you get?
14.
14 for Zeldris. 10 to 5. What'd you guys get, both of you?
I got a 7.
I got a 5.
7 and a 5. Roll a d4. Odin,
3.
3. All right, so you're going first. And then Magus, you're last.
Let's
All right.
go.
Odin and Lelouch, you guys were the first ones to run up with everyone behind you. They're roughly about 15, no, it's like they're roughly about 20 feet in front of you. Skeep up, you're up first. What are you doing?
Oh,
Skeep
we
up.
didn't get a surprise around?
No, you are. They're not going to take this first round.
Okay, gotcha.
So, Skeep up, they're 20 feet from Odin and Lelouch, so they're 30 feet from you. What are you doing?
30 feet from me. I'm gonna do second level cavalry. I'm gonna use
Okay.
sorcery points to twin spell.
Twin spell, so both of them have to make it, correct?
Yes.
You got it.
Try to pin him if you can.
Next saving throw, fail. Both of them. Oh wait, I lied. Yeah, fail both of them. They both rolled to 6s.
The first one's taking 18,
18 points of damage on the first one,
and the second one's taking 16.
and the second one's taking 16. Got it. Thank you, good sir. Are you going to stay where you are?
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna stay back.
You
I
got
think
it.
I should go back, kind of like behind the house. Or
Yeah,
building
you
that
can
we're
you
at.
can go right back around the corner.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
10, you got it. Next up is going to be after Ski Bob is Zeldris.
Nah.
You're currently 20, 25, 30, 35 feet back from where they are.
35 feet back. I'm gonna check my thing, make sure. Oh yeah, it's fine. Toll of the dead on one of them. I need
One of them on the left or right?
Right, because it's the right way.
Awesome, go for it.
All right, did they fail or?
Oh, sorry. Wisdom saving throw, right?
Yes.
They got a 13.
Okay, so they fail,
You
and
got it.
they're gonna take 11 points of damage.
11 is 2d12, right?
Oh wait, I didn't roll 2d12. I'm dumb.
Yeah, remember that.
I forgot. I gotta manually do it myself.
Yeah.
7 points of damage.
So 7 in total.
Yeah.
You got it. They, as you ring it out, and the head begins scorching around as they all take notice of where you guys are. Lelouch, what are you doing?
I am going to attack the one that took 16 points of damage from the catapult.
Got it.
I'm
You
going to
begin
use
making your way. You run about 20 feet up to the one on the left. Hold on, Ski Pop, what's up?
We do have a stretch. Did we do that or not?
We have to stretch. 1 second, y'all. All right, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
My knees.
Well, so how much? What was it, Lelouch? You run up to the one on the left, and we'll go for it.
Oh, it was a 15.
15 to a hit. That is going to hit.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I got that wrong. It's a 13.
13 misses.
I looked at the wrong plus.
Sorry about that, bud. That
That's okay.
misses. Anything else?
Actually, wait. Need to see if this is at a long rest or if it's at dawn. Oh, yeah, it's me. All right, I'm going to go and shoot cold damage in one of their faces. I'm going to try to go and not hit the civilian, kind of aim up so it.
To hit
Okay.
the one in front of you? The one in front of you?
Yeah, but I'm trying to aim it so that it doesn't hit the guy that's prone on the ground.
You got a con save. He got for con a 13.
He would fail.
Fail. Didn't go for it.
It's 3. So. Seven.
7 points of damage. As you let out this ray of coldness towards this individual, it doesn't seem to do as much damage as you would think.
Epic.
So that's something to keep note of. Sorry, but he did take damage. After Lelouch, Odin, what are you doing? Lelouch ran to the one on the left.
Can I flank around with Lelouch on the guy on the left?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I'll do that, and I'll just make melee attacks at his legs.
You got it.
flanking. 19. All right, so 19 for the first one.
Hits.
And for this second one, I am going to use Great Weapon Master.
Go for it.
Okay. Oh, that's not good. Okay. It's not going to hit because it would be a -1. Wait, no, actually, yeah, no, it would not hit. It would be like a 7.
Yeah, that misses. Sorry.
For the one it did hit. Look off Spotify. It's going to be 10 points of damage.
You got it. Thank you, sir. This one's looking pretty rough. Let's see. Next up after that would be their turn, but this is a surprise round. Magus, what are you doing?
All right. So first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna hit the one on the left.
You got it.
Since I want to stay a distance away from them because
You
I
are.
feel like
You're like 25 feet away right now.
Yeah, but I want to, because what I'm saying is, since these things are like half goat, I have a feeling these things are going to jump at us from like half the map away. So I'm going to try and keep my distance. So I'm going to hit him with my crossbow.
You got it. Go for it.
All right, it's a 23 hit.
23 hits.
All right, the 23. That's going to be 7 damage.
Gotcha. Is this magical or no?
This is not magical.
So it's not like a +1 crossbow or anything?
No.
Okay, gotcha. So it's half damage. So.
And then.
Actually, I lied. Go ahead.
Okay, and then with my extra attack, I'm going to do it again.
Oh, shit. There you go. Go for it.
All right. Does a 24. All right. So 23 hit, 24 probably hits too.
24 hits. Go for it.
And then that'll be 5 damage on the second one.
5 damage. This one on the left looks rough. But that is that. Yeah. As you guys are just assailing this one on the left, he is getting rocked right now.
And then last thing, because I have a bonus action. My last thing on the one on the right, because just in case, I'm gonna use Blood Curse of Bloated Agony.
You got it. So it begins blowing up. You got it. That's you, Magus. Now we start actual initiative. Skipa, you're up first.
Okay. The one
The left has been getting hit a bunch. The right got hit once.
Actually, I'm just gonna use one sorcery point. I'm going to twin spell Shockwave with both of them.
Shockwave on both of them. You got it. Go ahead and make your attack.
9 for the first one.
9 misses.
And 20 not natural for the second one.
The second one does hit. That's the one on the right. Go for it.
Oh, only 12.
12 points of damage. That's still a lot.
And that is it for my turn.
Thank you. As the 2 shockwaves shoot out, one misses and the other one strikes true on the chest of one. However, that's lightning damage, correct?
Is it lightning or thunder?
Lightning.
Pretty sure it's lightning. It doesn't do as much damage as you think. Next up would be Zeldris.
All right. Same thing. Toll the Dead on the guy.
Got it. Which one, left or right?
Right.
Right. Wisdom save. All right. Fails.
Nice.
2d12.
Right.
Yep.
Ooh. All right. 8 again. 8 points.
8. It's not bad. Also, anything else for your turn, Zeldris?
No, I'm gonna stay put.
You got it. Next up is Lelouch. Lelouch, as you begin your turn, growling at this one, you begin to smell something. And as you look up at both of these individuals, you see like slobber coming off of their mouths. The pus filled in like bubbles on their face begin to like pop. You can see flies around their faces. and you begin to get this wretched smell. I need you to make 2 Constitution saving throws.
I gotta check a direwolf's constitution real quick.
Got it. As they are both using their rotting presence on anybody within 30 feet.
Well, I got a 4 for the first one,
Fails.
and the second one's a 20, not natural.
So you succeed on the second one. The first one, however, you take. It is that she must succeed at 13. So 1d6 necrotic plus 1 necrotic for each Beelzebub in 30 feet of it. So you take 6 points of necrotic damage.
All right,
And you succeeded on the second one, so you take no damage.
gotcha.
Go for it.
All right, I'm gonna attack the one that I have advantage on, which is
You
the.
got it? The one right in front of you.
Yep. All right, so the first one's a 17, but I'm just gonna see if I get a natural 20,
You got it?
which I don't. But it's 2d6. And he has to make a strength saving throw.
Against being prone, right?
Yep.
He has advantage against that. He still rolled a natural 1 and a fucking 5, so yeah, he fails.
Knock prone, and he takes 12 points of piercing damage, and it's magical.
You got that. As you bite into him, you drag him down to the floor and begin just ripping out his neck as this one falls lifeless. Anything else for your turn?
Nope.
You got it. As you stay there, Odin, it is now your turn. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw.
Yes, sir.
Oh no. 8.
8. You take 5, so 6 points of necrotic damage. As you begin to smell the rotting presence of the other individual, demonic beast. What's up? Anders?
So I just since this is a reaction, I have a Curse of the Fallen Puppet. It's a reaction. I could do it on anyone's turn, right?
Yes.
All right. So the one that just died. Is it within 30 feet? Yes, it is.
You are
What are you within 30
just,
feet?
Yeah, you're just out of it.
So I'm just out of 30 feet, or I'm
You're just
barely-
because you wanted to stay away from them, right? You took a couple
Correct.
steps back.
correct.
Yeah, you stepped out of the 30 feet range.
Damn. All right. Never mind.
All right, bud. It's all good.
Yeah,
But you got the hang of it. That's how you would do it.
Yeah.
You got
We'll
it.
do it next time.
Awesome. Go ahead, Odin.
Alright, so is Lelouch in the other one's combat range as well, or no?
No, he stood where he was as soon as you took it down.
Alright. I'm just gonna make my way over to the one, and I'm gonna do my melee attacks.
You got it, bud. Go for it.
And the first one's going to be Great Weapon Master.
You got it.
That would be 15 plus 3, so 18.
18 hits.
Okay, and for the other attack, just normal, it's going to be a 25.
Hits.
Okay, so take damage. Okay, so for the first one, it would be 21, and the second one would be 13, so 34 points of damage.
How do you want to do this?
Oh,
Currently vomiting in your mouth.
I'll just cut off his head. Just one quick
You got it.
slash.
One clean slice of the neck as the head just goes rolling onto the ground. The encounter over. The individual on the floor is like, oh God, all right, sheesh. Thank you, thank God, oh fuck, I was gonna die. As he looks at all of you who had just saved him. They didn't even get a chance. They were gonna go next, but didn't even get a chance. All good. However, he looks at all of you and goes, geez, thank you so much. He looks like, you ever watch Fate Zero or Fate Stay Night?
Mm-hmm.
He looks like Lancer.
Oh, very good.
Yeah, he has like like the one like little mole. He has like the Jerry curl.
Okay.
Beautiful. Yeah. But he looks beautiful. As he looks all of you. And he goes, "Thank you so much. I appreciate you so much. My name's Ori."
Hi, Ori.
Hello.
No, Orin.
Hi, Orin.
Nice to meet you. What are all your names?
Odin.
Is he back?
Zeldris.
Magus.
Thank you. It's nice.
Oh
to
yeah,
meet you
forgot
all.
Lucian can't talk.
Yeah, Lucian.
I was like waiting. I was like, he's not Nathan.
Yeah, I was like, we're missing someone, aren't we?
And he goes,
No,
those,
I just can't
those
see.
demons were chasing me. I've been trying to make my way to the high hall, and I just keep running into demons and devils.
Yeah. I mean, where we came from seemed clear. So maybe we could go that way. But even if you got to the high hall, we kind of can't get into the catacombs because we kind of sealed them off.
He just looks at you with like a stare, like, God damn it.
Yeah, sorry. We kind of assumed that only the people down there were still alive. I'm honestly surprised you're making it out here.
He looks at you and goes, "There's people down there?"
Yeah, like over 100, I would say.
Can you tell me how to get down there?
Well, you go into the high hall, you walk past like the main like church area, and you take a right through a door, and
If I
then
may-
you
if I
go
may.
to this gauntlet, and you open the door to the stairs. But there's vines covering those doors, so you probably won't be able to get open unless you have like a torch or something. And then you go down the stairs. You take a left. You go down the hall. You go down more stairs. And then you keep going, you go past this main hallway on the right, and you keep going, and there's another door with vines, and you just knock like 3 times and say, "Hey, I'm a human."
He goes, "Well, that was quite informational. Thank you. Much
You're welcome.
appreciated. Is there any guards or anything?"
We got Rhea.
Rhea?
Yeah,
Who is she?
a bad bitch.
Bad bitch. Well, is she powerful?
I mean, she came back from death.
Wow. I imagine that's quite powerful. Is there any other guards?
There's another druid like this dude, and I'm going to point at the cat.
I'm a dog.
Zeldris?
I'm a dog.
This man's asking a lot of questions. He
And not
sucks.
just a lot of questions about security.
Right.
Hold on.
He's
If I
legitimately
may,
just almost murdered.
Yeah.
gentlemen.
Now, I gotta ask you guys, what's the 3 numbers on the card in the back and the expiration date? Last 4
Nah.
digits of your social?
Last 4 digits.
He goes, "I'm just trying to stay safe. I want to know if it's secure or not."
But if I may, how did you survive out here for this long?
I've just been running about. I've been running left and right into the buildings.
You've been out.
basements.
You've been outrunning these things. I want to point to the goat thingies. These things that can jump like a full building in like a second. How are you outrunning them?
I mean, to be fair, when we got here, they were legitimately on top of him, so he did not really outrun them.
Oh,
Very true.
outrun long enough for us to make it here.
He makes a good point. I've been running from most things, but as you can see, those things caught me. But you saved me in time. I apologize about asking too much. I'm just a bit wary.
May I roll insight on this man's?
Yeah,
I was going to ask the same thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
go
man's
ahead.
mad suspicious. I don't trust this.
All right,
I won't rate
Odin.
it high.
Odin and Magus, go ahead and roll insight.
17.
4.
Damn.
Let me give a crack at him. Some dogs.
You are looking for anything that might lead to something suspect. You're looking for mannerisms, sweat, anything in the eyeball for deception, etc. But what you're met with is sheer like charisma. You like almost lose yourself in his gaze, and
He's too
you
handsome.
think to yourself like, there's no way this guy can be lying. You don't find any deception in his words or his manners.
Damn. I know he's Kevin, but I can't do anything about it. I literally know he's Kevin.
Can I
No, just-
look back at this?
Can you what?
Can I try to see if he's lying?
They already did like 2 insight checks.
Fair.
I try to smell some.
I'm gonna kill him.
I'll help you. I don't trust this guy at all.
No, I'll play it.
But he goes, I mean, well, I can try to make my way there and maybe take holds, stay safe in the. Where can I? Is there anywhere in the high hall I can stay safe?
No.
Make a deception check.
Damn.
Make a deception check.
It almost works.
Well, I already told him where the safe place was.
That's true.
I already told him, so there's nowhere else besides that.
You told us
deception.
excruciating details.
Rooted into that.
No, it was very insightful.
Truly. I am shocked you knew every twist and turn of that cave. I'm like, damn, bro.
I pay attention.
I can see that.
What'd you get for deception? With the disadvantage because you're exhausted.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm not really lying. The only safe place is the place I told him. So, everywhere besides that, no.
What'd you get? Then?
Oh well, it's a natural 1, but I wasn't even trying to lie.
All right, word. He
A
takes a
natural
deep.
1 does not matter.
He goes, oh, all right.
Technically, it'd be a -1.
And where are you all headed?
We're gonna get a helmet to get out of here.
Very cool helmet indeed.
Yeah, helmet of sight.
Okay.
Interesting.
Ever hear of Torm?
Yeah, I have actually.
Yeah. I would have just dangled the amulet. Yeah.
He goes, yes, I know of Torm. Well, if that's all, I apologize for taking up your time. I'll make my way towards the high hall. And
Oh,
do you all
before
plan on heading back there?
Yeah, we'll probably head back if we survive.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
But before you head off, I have a quick question for you.
Of course. What is this?
How do you feel about fire?
What do you mean? In what
Like,
manner?
do you find it hot?
I,
Painful to touch?
I find it good when I'm cooking, but not when I'm touching.
What are you cooking?
I mean, I like all different types of meat.
Name a dish.
What?
Oh my god! You see him stumble for a second. He's like, mutton,
Intimidate him.
Okay.
poultry, different poultry dishes.
Okay. When we get out of here, you're making me mutton.
Of course.
I'm going to put out my hand to him for a shake.
He puts out his hands as well.
And I'm going to shake his hand, but I'm going to lean in and whisper. Better make me that fucking mutton.
What do you say?
You better make me that fucking mutton.
Contract is sealed. Your soul is mine.
He shakes your hand and he goes, I promise I will, Odin.
A mutton contract.
I'll see you back at the high as he begins walking away. Go ahead,
So
Jonas.
in 1 to 12 hours.
While he walks away, this is my last attempt. I'm gonna say goodbye, but infernal.
Oh.
Okay, you say goodbye, and you guys hear this sort of devilish speech come from Zeldris' mouth. Make an insight check.
Ooh. Dude, this is big. I think really smart. I hadn't thought of it.
All right, guys, should I roll it or
Absolutely. Oh, roll it yourself. Computer cucks you like 99% of the time.
You're right.
And roll it yourself. Don't do the computer.
Yeah, every initiative I roll, I get a 4
7.
on computer.
What'd you get?
12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19.
A 19.
Ooh.
Ski pop.
Ow.
He had a thought. Just died on him.
Zeldris, as you say goodbye in Inferno, because he rolled an 18.
Ooh.
Zeldris, you just spot, and it's very, very minute. None of you notice it. But the moment, Zeldris, you say it, it leaves your lips. You can see but a moment of hesitation, like almost like just like a stop. And looking back, his initial face that none of you notice is recognition. And then he looks back to you, Zeldris, and goes, of course. I'm not sure what you just said, but okay. And he continues walking.
Well,
I do not trust this man.
wait, so none of us noticed it, or none of us but
The
Zelda?
only person that noticed that very small hint of hesitation is Zeldris.
Zelda's
And
active on it.
Guys,
He's currently walking away.
Shoot him.
we have to follow him. He's lying. He understood what I said.
No, just shoot him. I'll give you my crossbow. Just shoot him.
All right.
Are you saying that right now, out loud, Magus?
No, not out loud, but I'm saying it to Zelda specifically. Kind of
You're trying to whisper it?
Out
Yeah.
loud next to him.
Make a stealth check.
Oh damn. Oh yeah, I forgot.
Fuck this.
Please.
I'm shooting him.
Hold on.
That is an unnatural 20. 17 plus 3.
Unnatural 20. He didn't hear it. Go ahead. Zeldris, go ahead.
Oh, wait.
You said you're shooting him.
You know
What
what?
are you doing?
Maybe we could capture him.
That would
Yeah.
also work.
All right, I'm going to kill him instead. I'm going to run up and tackle this man.
Alright.
Make a stealth check.
Oh.
Do I still have a...
Yeah, you do because it's still up.
As you're running away from him, what's his range? 10 feet?
No, mine isn't 10 feet.
What's your range for pass out a trace?
Pass without a trace. It is. Hold up. I clicked on third level spells by accident. It's. Hold up. 30 feet.
It's 30 feet?
Yep.
Okay, so you're going to be leaving the 30 feet in order to grapple this and to grapple Orin because you already started walking away. And you're the only person who noticed this single little indentation.
All right.
So go ahead and make a stealth check.
What does a 17 get me?
17. One rolling. That is a no. As you walk out of the 30-foot and you're running towards them, you just hear that tring, tring, tring of your armor as the individual looks back at you.
Wait.
And you see his eyes kind of light up a little bit, and you all see his form begin to change as his hair.
Let's
as
go.
His hair is
I'm
turned
smart at this, man.
scarlet red, and it like gels back. He has his shirt begins to disappear, and you can see what is an abbed out body, bracers around the forearms, a tail that whips out, dark red crimson bat wings. As
Uh-oh.
two small horns grow on the forehead and a single necklace around the neck. And he goes, "You couldn't just let it go, huh?" And he,
No.
as Zeldris, you get within 10 feet of him, he takes off into the sky and begins flying
Can
away.
I use a ranged Manticore's Wrath attack on him?
With that, I'm gonna need you all to roll initiative again.
Let's do it again, boys.
I just gotta say, I'm so glad I did that. I am so glad.
I'm not rolling on computer. Computer gets me a 3. Watch me like a nat 20 on normal dice. Watch.
25 to 20. What'd you get? 20? What'd you get, Zeldris? 20 what?
20 as well.
20 as well. Who wants to go first out of the both of you?
Let me go first, please.
Yeah, you go first. Yeah, you're closer anyways, and you actually have ranged.
Yeah.
Zeldris, Odin, 20 to 15.
17.
17 for Lelouch. 15 to 10. What'd you get?
14.
14. And then lastly would be Ski Pop.
Yep, I rolled a 5.
I got scared because when you said end with that, I thought you were going to end the session.
No.
I was actually gonna get pissed.
Like, I was like, no.
Bro, you can't do this now.
And then Lulu will go last. However,
Incredible.
first up is this individual, Orin.
Oh, he rolled a ball at 20. Uh-oh.
Yeah, he rolled a 21.
Oh.
And he rolled an 18 plus 3. But as he begins flying away, first off, he flies, as he's flying 60 feet away, he turns back to you, Zeldris, and he goes, come now. We don't have to be enemies. We could just be friends. Come on, stop your friends from chasing me. You've known me all along. Come now, Zeldris, help me. And I need you to make a wisdom saving throw. Silas,
He's being
Talent
seduced.
spell?
there's no spell being cast.
Oh, give it.
What?
God.
All right.
He's just
What'd you
dying.
get?
Last time?
Wisdom saving throw. Roll it on the computer. This is important.
Oh,
If you
all
don't
right.
mind.
All right.
You're good at these.
You got this.
Oh, God. 14.
Oh, no.
14. You just failed.
Oh. You're supposed to just succeed.
Zeldris, you are now charmed.
Oh.
Yeah.
And you see him as an ally. And as you turn around, you're like, yeah, I should be protecting you, Orin. What's wrong with me? As you look back at your hostile friends, you see them as enemies.
Oh.
You must stop them and help Orin escape. With that, Orin flies 60 feet away, up into the air. And he's going east, so towards the high hall.
Hmm.
Well, with that, he flies just 60 feet. He flies 30 feet up and 30 feet away. And with that, Zeldris, it's your turn. You turn around and see your friends. You got to stop them. You have to help Orin.
What would I do? Obviously, as a man of culture, and I see them all as my enemies. Sorry, guys. I'm running up towards you, full
Oh,
30
you're
feet,
dead.
and I'm casting Spirit Guardians.
Oh.
Oh! So Zeldris, you run straight up into the group. You run right up to Odin. Zeldris, Lelouch, what's up?
Can he? Well, fuck, I'm out of my stealth. Well, actually, my stealth is still up. Can anyone in my radius do stealth checks? See if he can even spot us with the spell going on.
He knows where you are because you guys came out of stealth to fight, and you haven't stealthed again. You haven't taken your action to stealth. But Zeldris, you turn around and run back into the group and immediately cast Spirit Guardians, which catches everyone. I need anything else? Bonus action?
No counter spell.
There's nothing you know what? I'm gonna activate the Staff of the Otter with my bonus action.
You got it. You take your staff and slam it down. The snake begins to appear and hiss at all of you. Next up is Odin. You are face to face with Zeldris at the start of your turn. What saving throw is it?
He needs to make a 15 to save.
A 15 saving
No,
throw.
what kind of saving throw?
Wisdom.
Oh, okay.
15 wisdom saving throw.
I'm sorry, guys.
14.
14. That's a fail. How much damage does he take?
He is going to take 15 points of damage.
15 points of damage. Odin, you're face to face with Zeldris, who's casted. Something's come over him. You recognize this as you've also been one to be charmed. He's not acting like himself.
Okay, John, you're making a new character today.
That's
Oh my goodness.
I'm going to make melee attacks against Zeldris.
Got it.
try me.
The first one's going to miss because 16's not going to hit.
Mm-hmm.
The other one's going to also miss.
Got it.
And that's why I'm going to action surge.
There you go. Go for it.
Okay, 24.
24. That hits.
And I'll do the other one too. 23.
Both hit.
See, action surge is a problem solved.
Zeldris. Zeldris, make 2 wisdom saving throws.
All right, first one is going to be 9 points of damage.
On the computer, please.
I am.
And the other one's going to be 11, so he's going to take 20 points of damage.
20 points of damage.
I'll put in the damage first. Damage. So the first wisdom save was a 12.
12, okay. So you're still charmed.
And the second one is a 16.
16. You beat the DC. And with the second strike, as you feel the first one come through, shoot, the second one come through, shoot, as they slice into you, the first one, you're like, I must protect Orin. The second one, what am I doing? And you come to your senses. However, also make concentration check for Spirit Guardians.
So you
Need 2 of them.
Concentration. You want me to use the computer for this?
Yeah.
All right. 13.
13. So you succeed on the first one. Need a second one.
Oh, God. 11.
11. You also succeed on the second one.
Oh.
With that, next up is Lelouch. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw from his Spirit Guardians.
Wisdom?
Oh, yeah, real quick. Can I use my bonus action, Second Wind?
Absolutely.
And with my movement, I'm going to start chasing the other guy.
I hate the
You got
computer.
it.
13.
Odin, you begin running, so 30 feet.
Yep.
30. You are chasing after him.
And I got 15 hit points back.
15 hit points back. Good stuff. Lelouch
I rolled a 13.
failed.
Yeah, I
So
know.
how much damage did he take?
He's
Others?
going to take 13 points of damage.
Okay, and I'm dropping my my spell regardless.
You got it. You drop Wild Shape?
Yep.
You got it.
No, I'm not dropping Wild Shape. I'm dropping the one that I'm concentrating on.
Okay, you got it.
The
Pass without a
Pass
trace.
Without Trace, yeah. But I'm gonna run my 40 feet as a wolf for full
You got it.
movement.
40 movement, so you make it 10 past
Oh, I'm sorry, it's 50. It's 50.
50. So you make it 20 past Odin, and you are currently about 20 feet back from where Orin is.
All right, I'm 20 feet from him.
So like 20 feet or 30 feet up, but 20 feet forward.
Okay. Well, I'm dropping Wild Shape. I'm going to cast a 3rd level spell, Call Lightning. And I'm going to try to zap him out of the sky.
You got it. Dexterity saving throw?
Yep.
You got it. He is going to make a dex save. Oh God, that's a fail. Yeah, that's a fail.
Nice.
Well, it's a concentration check, so he's going to be taking lightning damage over and over each round because it's a 120 feet radius and 60-foot cylinder. Also, if I am outdoors and hold up, are we in stormy conditions technically because of that lightning orb?
We would not. No, sorry.
Okay, because if we were, I'd be able to control the weather around him to go and mess him up.
That's pretty tough, but this would not be considered stormy. Sorry.
Yeah, it's all good. But regardless, he is going. Thank you. I'm trying to find one that doesn't have like percentiles on it.
After Lelouch is Magus. And then after Magus is Skipop, then Lulu.
I'll take one with percentiles. It doesn't matter right
I
here.
feel so
Oh, there's
bad.
one right there. Thank you. All right, he is going to take 7, 14. He's going to take 24 points of lightning damage, and I'm going to try to shoot him directly in his wings.
Well, here's the thing. So as he takes, you said 24?
Yep.
So he takes, as you all see clouds begin to form around his head as you see Lelouch take one hand and bring it down as a lightning strike, slams him right in the back, right where his wings are. And you see he's like, there's fume coming off of him like smoke, but Lelouch, it did a little less damage than you'd think it would.
Motherfucker. Hate hell.
I think most people would. You're not the first to say that, but
Magus, you're up.
all right.
Oh,
But he's already beyond 60 feet, right?
Yeah, he's definitely beyond 60 feet from you. We're at this point.
All right. Then I have one option. Gonna hit him with a good old Eldritch Blast.
There you go. 2 other
Nice.
blasts come shooting out.
Yeah, because it counts as an attack, so I get extra attack on that.
You got it. Go ahead and make the attacks.
That's not hitting. That's a 7 on the first one,
Misses.
and an unnatural 20 on the second one.
Hits.
Let me roll. 2 on the first one, and that's a 7 on the second one.
2 on the first one and 7. So 2 and 7, that is going to be 9.
Well, only one of them hit.
Oh, that's true. 2 and 6, so 7 points of damage. All right, awesome. Anything else, Magus?
Let me see.
Only one of them hit, right? Yeah, so it's
Yes.
7 points of damage.
Correct. Bonus actions. No, I'm good. That's it.
You got it. One of them comes out, hits him in the shoulder. He turns around and just, why are you so annoying? Lelouch, Magus, keep up. You're up.
Okay. I'm gonna use my.
Oh, I'm sorry, Magus. Did you make your wisdom saving throw from the Spirit Gardens?
Right, I did not. Give me 1
You
second.
got to do that. Same thing, keep up since the beginning of your turn. Go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw, and Zoe just roll damage for it.
That's a 6 on my saving throw.
So you fail. Keep up.
I have 17.
17, so you succeed.
all right. So I'm gonna just use the same damage for both of them. So
You got it.
the full damage is 14, and
So Magus, you take 14, and
I'll take
Ski Bob, you
7.
take 7. And Ski Bob, it's your turn.
Alright, can I move up 30 feet?
You move up 30 feet, yes sir.
Oh, I should have moved one more.
You're right next to Odin.
And wait, exactly how far am I within 60 feet?
He would be 30 feet up, and that is 20, 25, 30, 35 feet. So 35 feet ahead of you, 30 feet up.
So he's just out of the range. The 60 feet.
Yeah, he's out of the 30 feet range, definitely.
Well, I'm gonna use my 2 sorcery points to make my spell is a bonus action. I'm gonna use Tasha's Mind Whip as 2nd level.
You got it. Tasha's Mind Whip. What's the range on that?
90.
90, so that would be in range just barely. Go ahead. That's what?
Intelligence
Intelligence?
saving throw.
Intelligence saving throw on Tasha's Mind Whip. He got with intelligence. Damn. That is a 13.
13 just fails. It was a 14 you didn't get.
You got it.
Yeah.
Get
He's
him.
only taking
Mind whip him.
6.
People in hell.
How much
don't have
damage?
any
He's
smarts.
only taking 6. But
6
you no
points of
longer can make
psychic.
reactions. You can either choose move, an action, or a bonus action.
Move, action, or bonus action. Got it.
And then as my main action, if I use the bonus action, I'm gonna use Shockwave.
You got it. Make an attack.
I'm aiming for one of his wings.
You got it. If you want to, if you want to be, if it's specific for the wings, you have to. It's a disadvantage because you're like precise.
Let's try it.
You're like precision shooting. Do you want to take the natural 20 or no?
Do we really want to capture him?
What happened?
You really want to capture him?
Well, we just kind of want to stop him at this point.
Yeah, at
I'll
this
take
point, I think it's a bit too far gone. Might as well just kill him.
I just made friends with that lady. I don't want her to be viciously murdered.
Right.
Indeed.
True.
He almost got away with it too.
And also, they might take the fucking sword.
For Zeldris'
Oh, we did.
fiddling eyes.
16 lightning damage.
16. As the lightning strike hits him, it comes out as a massive beam. You strike its back. Thinking of Rhea, you empower your beam. It slams into the back, and it doesn't do as much damage as you would hope it would.
Yeah, I figured.
What?
Yeah, fuck that
What
guy.
is this guy made of?
That's your turn, Skipop. Lulu with 120 fly speed.
Yeah. Fuck him up. Fuck him up.
She zips all the way to in
Hit
front of
his
him,
shit.
and she
Calm the
goes,
fuck down.
"You're not touching Rhea or anybody else over there. They've been through too much pain already." And she goes for a tough strike. With a 22, she hits.
Straight through the chest. Straight through the chest.
Like fucking Kid Goku and King Piccolo just.
Five solid points of damage.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's something. It's something.
Now he
Five
has
is
the choice
five.
if he's going to fight her or leave.
At this point, you can see like he's starting to look rough. And he turns around and sees all of you giving chase and Lulu directly in front of him. And he goes, you can see like he's like singed from one spot. There's like smoke coming off of him. He has like blood leaking from the tusks. He's trying to think. He has the whip around his neck, like the purple energy coming and crackling, being held by Skipop. And he goes, I'm over this. And he puts his hands together, begins to make a sign as he lets go both his hands, his body becomes translucent. He doesn't move, but his body is translucent. Zeldris, it's your turn.
Oh, joke's on him. That means he's only semi-transparent.
Fucking boys reference.
Yes.
I'm gonna just move closer and fuck it.
You drop Spirit Guardians, I would imagine?
Huh?
Please?
You drop Spirit Guardians?
Oh, I'm just not gonna. I'm gonna make my allies not take damage from it,
You got it. So
and they
you
don't
move 30,
get hit with the effects.
you move 30 feet up and you get right next to Odin and Skipop.
And I'm gonna pick up Skibop and I'm gonna throw him closer.
Huh?
Huh?
What? Huh?
I'm playing. I'm lying. My turn.
Everyone, you what?
It's only doable by big.
You want to make an attack or anything?
Let's see what I can actually hit him with. Oh yeah. Can I hit him from where I'm at with 120 feet?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna hit him with guiding bolt. First
You
one.
got it. Make an attack.
All right. Ooh. 22.
22. You load a guiding bolt, shoot it out. The ray of radiant energy filled with all of your rage for being charmed and attacking your friends. It strikes right through his chest and keeps going all the way into the sky. And then you see it go up for about another 90 feet before it goes and explodes into sparkle fireworks.
Okay.
All right. Anything else?
Well, that was easy. Yeah.
He's still there. He's still there. It just went through his body.
Oh. Oh
You
yeah.
see the
I'm done.
translucent
I'm done.
self just okay.
Yeah,
Odin, your turn.
Uh,
You saw the guiding bolt just go through his body, like zip through his body, and he's just there, flapping his wings, looking at you all.
the mind whip's still around him, his neck, right?
No, I think it ends at the end of his turn.
Hmm.
Yeah, so the whip is gone.
Okay. I'll move up as close to him as I can.
You got it. You can get directly under him.
And I'm going to hold my action to dash in any direction he moves.
Lelouch, what are you doing?
I'm going to move closer to him so that I get in radius, and then I'm gonna try to see if my lightning strikes hit him again.
Got it. You can get right under him, right next to Odin. You do call lightning once more.
Yep.
Odin, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
No, it's not gonna hit him. It just strikes through wherever that guy is. It doesn't hit the ground. It's not far enough.
So it's a lightning strike, correct?
Yeah, but it has a radius.
Right. It's targeting one person.
Yeah, the person that I choose.
Right. So you choose Orin.
Yeah.
And Odin is right under Orin. So Odin, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
I don't want it to hit the ground though. I just want to hit it from
It's
the
gonna
side.
pass through Orin and it's gonna hit right under.
Okay, then I'm gonna hold it so that it fucking zaps him when he goes non-invisible anymore or whatever he's doing. Damn demon shit.
Okay. So
When
you
do the
hold,
demons get the cool things?
Because they don't have souls. They're making up for it.
you hold call lightning for when he's not translucent.
Yeah, I'm just like right behind Odin. I'm like, all right, as soon as his asshole's not invisible.
Let's
see, since it's translucent. Yeah. Trying to see what I could do. I mean, the only thing I can do is Eldritch Blast. It's too far for me to do anything else. Let me quickly make sure if it's literally all I can do. Yeah, it literally is. Oh. Alright. 2 more Eldritch Blasts. That's literally all I can do.
Got it. 2 more Eldritch Blasts come out and they just go right through him.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a 10 and a 16 to hit anyway.
Yeah. I mean, regardless, they just go right through his body.
Well, let's see. Quick thing. Blood Agonies. He's too far for that. All right, I'm just going to keep running forward.
You got it. You run up right next to Zelvers. With that, next up is Ski Bop. What are you doing?
Ski Bop is I'm gonna move up 30 feet.
30. So you're right next to Odin.
And
You're direct. He's right over you guys, about 30 feet.
actually, I'll stay about 10 feet from Odin. 10 feet back.
10 feet back, you got it.
And do I want to hold action?
You want to do? Next up is Lulu.
Oh, actually, I'm not gonna do anything.
You got it. So you just hold your turn. Yeah. Lulu's turn, and she's gonna go for a tusk attack. She zips right through him again. She's like, "Why can't I hit him? What's wrong with this?" And you can see she's getting visibly frustrated as you see now Orin, who's looking around. Tasha's mind whip no longer hindering him. He looks around to all of you and begins diving towards Odin. And Odin, he just straight down towards you. Do you want to release your action?
Is he still transparent?
He is still translucent.
I'm going to hold my action until the moment he hits me to make a grapple.
You got it. He's coming straight down for you like a bullet, like skydive, straight skydive right at you. And the moment you're about to go for the grapple, you release your hands to grapple him, and he goes straight through your body, straight through the floor.
Yeah.
Are you seeing this shit?
This is witchcraft.
And you guys are no longer in initiative.
Oh, incredible.
You guys know where we gotta go, right?
Yeah.
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 Mm-hmm.
Let's
What do you
book it,
guys
boys.
Where's real quick? Let's see. Anything. Can I take out my Odin's Forge pickaxe
Absolutely.
and start whacking at the ground.
Yeah, what are you trying to do?
I'm going to try to dig.
You got it. You guys see Odin just beginning to whack, whack, whack at the ground. And it's cracking, yeah. I mean, it's cracking. You're moving some of the ground apart, but it's pretty thick.
Okay.
Skip
Let's
up.
roll.
Can I make a perception check to see if he pops up out anywhere?
Sure, make a perception check.
I see nothing.
See nothing. All good. You begin looking around, but you don't seem to see anything. Lelouch?
Is any part of his wing on the ground from when I zapped him?
Most of the wing that you zapped would have just like curled inward and smoked. It didn't like fall.
Yeah. Is there any demon ashes on the ground or anything?
Make an investigation check.
Will do.
Magus, Zeldris?
I'm gonna roll this with the computer.
Honestly,
That's a hefty 9.
9. Looking around, it's hard to find any.
All right. Well, I'm gonna do my thing regardless because I was hoping to find something to make it a bit harder. I'm gonna scry.
Oh, okay. While that's happening, Magus, Zeldris, what are you doing?
Honestly, I believe he went to where all the survivors are. So I'm going to book my ass over there.
Yeah,
I will follow.
Zeldris, Odin, Magus, you begin sprinting. Lelouch, you take out the orb with Skeep up next to you. And the Lulu and also the Mastiff.
Yes.
Go ahead. How long does the ritual take?
Well, if I want to do it,
It's 10 minutes, I believe.
yeah, it lasts. Wait, does it last 10 minutes?
It's
Yeah.
It takes 10 minutes. It takes 10 minutes. 10 minutes to cast.
Yeah, fuck that. I'm just running with them. I'm not gonna do
Got
that.
it. You begin sprinting. Skeep
Yeah,
up,
right.
same.
I was alright.
Lulu sprinting with you guys. You're all running full speed. As you're all running through the streets, sprinting back to the high hall. That's where we're gonna end tonight.
though I suspected.
God damn incubus bitch. I hate those handsome, elegant men.
Right?
God damn it.
Those charismatic, beautiful bastards.
Never trust a fuckboy.
Yeah.
He's too handsome. He's too suave. Zeldris
That's
couldn't
it.
take
Every handsome man we meet dying.
it.
Sorry, Torm.
Well, all of you that stood it out with us and watched up into the end, I hope you guys had a lot of fun. That is it for tonight. We appreciate you. I hope you have a great. I hope you guys have a great night. See you.
See ya.
Bye.
Have a nice night,
Bye-bye.
everybody.